Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the NWA review for August 17th, 2021. This is basically a hype show, and Joe Galli is back, and he opened the show talking about Empower and NWA 73, introducing Race to the Chase, setting up the historical significance of the NWA returning to the Chase, which is a St. Louis location. Video shows tradition of NWA, those who've held the title in the past, and the major events in history. Nick Aldis then offers, and others talk about significance of holding the show at the Chase, and it's a privilege for them to bring wrestling back to the building. Local actual news stories are shown reporting wrestling coming back there. Aldis is thrilled. Mickie James talks about wanting to be part of the NWA and doing this, while Jeremiah Puckett talks about how all the greats have gone through this area and it gives him an opportunity. James talks about how she wants to introduce more than one title to the women's at the Chase. Since it wasn't just a division, her vision for women's wrestling is going to look like going forward. Aldis talks about his upcoming match with Trevor Murdoch for the NWA World Title, showing highlight video of their last match. Aldis then talks and takes the referee out with a chair, getting disqualified. Murdoch using the chair, even though Aldis who did it. So it's basically a trick video. Video shows Camille joining Aldis at NWA 70 and how he brought her to be protection and to counter Brandy Rhodes. Highlights of the show showing how Cody lost the match and Aldis' current reign as champion began. Aldis talks about the chance he took on Camille and how he first met her, and decides she's one to help him. He knew that from day one she's a special talent. They highlight her journey to the women's title. Murdoch talked about how he's a wrestler and wanted to make fans feel something. While he wasn't as fancy as others, he knew he was going to get there and work harder than anyone. He also talked about how excited he was wrestling at the Chase. Murdoch said the only thing that he and Aldis agreed on was that the NWA World Title was the number one title in wrestling. I tend to agree with this, especially since the other titles have been so devalued. Kyle Davis pointed out the title is everything to Aldis, and if he were to lose it, who knows what he might do. Davis predicted Aldis would be unbeatable or unbearable if he loses at NWA 73. There's more footage of local news coverage returning to the Chase. Billy Corgan, Aldis, and James are also there. They acknowledge the Gathering 2, where Aldis defends his title against Murdoch ahead of their match, the Chase. And Murdoch cuts a promo after the match about how he still wanted to be the world champion, but he had to deal to make with Aldis. Murdoch said if Aldis beats him at the 73rd event, he would retire. So that basically gives the deal away. Aldis then said he's going to let Champion Series play out. Instead, he thought Murdoch is counting on Pope's team winning, giving him a title shot against Aldis, which is exactly what happened. Aldis then said because his career is on the line, he deserves to be retired. Aldis promised that he's going to be the first man to walk into the Chase as champion in 37 years and be the first to defend the title in 37 years and retire. Murdoch, this was a good hype program, no actual first run wrestling on it, but at least they're trying to do something different and unique. We'll be back with more right after this.